guys, welcome back to another video. Now, I know it's been a little while since I've done a video, but I have been away. I've been busy. There's nothing I could do, guys. I had to miss the last uploads, but we're back on schedule. Not a problemo. Okay, so this one, we've got something really interesting for you guys. Something quite unique, this strategy. Now, as you guys can see, we've got a little base going on here, and what I'm going to do is just quickly talk to you about put your mindset into you're raiding this base, right? So obviously you've got the windows, you've got lots of information. Now, as a raider, you want to use as little grenades and explosives as possible. So the type of things you would be doing is thinking about what is the fastest way to get in. And if I was raiding this place, I would check the surroundings. So we've got this information, we've got these windows on this specific building. Let's come around here. Have they built on this side? Yes, they have. Now, the problem with this is we don't quite know how many gates are going to be on here. So, in my opinion, I kind of see through there, but in my opinion, it's too risky. I think that looks like another wall to me there. So, in my opinion, I'm not going to raid from that side. There's no angles I can really see. From this side, you can kind of see there would be airlocks in there. You can see from, if we come around here, you can see these bits have been airlocked. So that's 2 gates just to get into this courtyard bit. You've got 1 gate here, and then obviously around this side you have 1 gate here. So hypothetically, let's say we breached this one. We breached it, and now we're in this main bit, right? Now, we're already in, so we're going to ignore these 2 airlocks. As you guys can see, simply just airlocks. They probably wouldn't even be gates. Okay, so for the purpose of this video, I'll take the gates off. That was just me building in admin tools. But for this base, the airlocks, there's no gates, and that's a smart move, because obviously if you blow up the bottom half of a gate, you can just open it straight away. So these are straight walls, straight fences, no gates around. So let's say we're raiding and we breach through another one. Now, as you can see, that was the right call. Well, we used pretty much the same amount of grenades or plastic explosive, etc, to get through, and we're now into the main loot. But now we come into the mind of the defender and what we did correctly there. So as you guys can see, the main loot, it's not very substantial. You have mainly base building loot and some loose weapons for grub kits. Now that's important as a base defender to make sure that your main loot in these sort of buildings where you're using this strategy is not hefty, but not too little, so that the attackers will think that something's up and your loot is elsewhere, maybe stashed in the rivers around. Now, back into the mindset of the defender, and here's what you do with this strategy. I'm going to show you this example, then I'll show you another building just next door. We're in Vibor right now, a very popular spot. If you do want to use this strategy, it can be used in Vibor. Now, as a defender, we have the airlocks, and obviously the least likely breachable, unless that raider is absolutely brain dead, would be this wall here. And what you would do is either a hatchet or a pair of pliers and metal wire that you could keep in your base. For this, you would put metal wire back onto the place metal wire, or you grab a hatchet from your storage there. And for this case, I'm just gonna quickly build the gate, and you would make this a gate, and then you open this, and in the airlock, you would keep your main loot supplies here. Your main loot supplies in here, because who is going to breach this side when it's a double airlock? They're going to wait. In their minds, they would waste grenades on these 2 walls when they can get from 1 wall just to get to the main loot faster. If you follow me, I know there's a lot of words to listen to, but I'm trying to explain this as best I can, the strategy. And then simply when you log off for the night and you're finished, you would come over, you would either rebuild with a hatchet, or you would come over and dismantle the gate to make it back to a wall, to present it as simply just a honeycomb. And that boils down to how you store your loot inside of honeycombs, and make them think that there is nothing going on. It's simply just a honeycomb, but it is actually some serious loot well hidden inside the walls of your base. And what you really want to be thinking about is how you can channel the raiders as swiftly through to the main loot. And you can put as many walls as you want, but as long as that hidden spot is so obsolete, that is the most important. I'm going to show you another example through here just now. So as you guys can see, imagine building this up. Let me just showcase, for example, so you build a gate here, then you build a gate here. Let me try that. So you build a gate like that, and then like that, so that you block off this bit, and then maybe store some loot in this honeycomb here. But what they'd be most interested in this is this large room, or maybe there's vehicles, or your main loot somewhere in here. So that is another spot just in this little cubby hole and these bits, or even this room here to honeycomb this bit off. They might not want to waste grenades on this section and want to go straight to the main loot, but little do they know the really important shit is in your base, like so. Look at that, disgusting. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video on this super useful tip, really unorthodox. Now this, I have to say, is a high risk, high reward, but for example with this building it's super useful, and I have to say I have used this strategy on the past in this exact building, in this exact location, and it survived the whole of the wipe all the way through, and I was able to keep my explosives in there. So yeah, just one to keep in mind when building a base. All these tips they're not game changing, but if you just learn and you watch each video, you'll build an arsenal of cheeky rat strategies, because you know King Rat Glaz in the house. Cheeky rat strategies to build your base, and raid bases as well. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry for the last week no uploads, but hey, brother's gotta eat. You already know, it's your boy. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this tip. Leave a comment down below with some other strategies, or if you think this would work on your base or other buildings that you may have done this before. I'm thinking I might either do another stashed location video, or maybe a secret base, and maybe try and find a dense forest for you guys to showcase a really cool spot for a base. Alright, I'm going to stop waffling. Thank you for the subs, thank you for the likes, thank you for the comments, everything guys. It's been so good recently. Oh, like, the support has been incredible. Thank you so much guys. I'll see you later. Peace out. I love it.